I agree. I think it's a wonderful choice you made. Oh, hey, Tivies, it's Psychic Bob, and I'm here with Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop says hi to everybody. Yeah. Well, we were just sitting here and chit-chatting away, and Lamb Chop is so excited. He wanted me to come here to show you his newest gift. I was out shopping, and I saw, so I just had to get it for him, a little food bowl. You know, he loves to have food, so we set out food around the house for Lamb Chop, don't we? And he got a food bowl, and he wanted me to bring it here to show it to everybody. Look at Lamb Chop's food bowl. Isn't that wonderful? Can you guys see what this is? It's got the astrology signs all the way around, all 12 signs of the zodiac. Isn't that wonderful? Well, I saw it. I had to get it for Lamb Chop. It's a vintage 1960s ceramic piece, but it's got all the zodiac signs, and you like that, don't you? What's that? Oh, there's no food in it. You're right. I'm going to have to put some food in it, okay? All right. Well, we'll do that after the show. We'll have dinner, okay? Oh, my gosh. It is so good to have you all here. Welcome, welcome. Hi, let's play some games. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is not putting out my feeds. That's all I know. Thank you for letting me know that. I've been getting a number of messages that people are not getting the feeds. I'm so very sorry about that. Anyways, I am just glad you guys are here. Welcome to our show tonight. Today is Monday. My name is Psychic Bob. Some of you may know me, Bob Hickman. I'm a full-time professional psychic medium. And Lamb Chop's my little pet who lives with me, little friend. All right. Yes, I know. Everybody knows you're here. And, you know, it's one of these days. It's Monday. Today's been my day off. You know, Psychic Bob has had a very full last week. So I've been resting today, taking some naps, just walking outside a little bit. It got so hot. It's in the 90s. It was cooling down. Now it's turned hot again. It's been a little day of just rest. I haven't done a lot today, just hang out with Lamb Chop. But I'm so glad to be with you. You know, it's Monday, and Monday is our day for astrology. Yes, right. We're going to spin around our big zodiac wheel here and see what is in the stars for you. Yeah. But before we do that, I got a few quick announcements for you. Just letting you know that there's still time to sign up for this Saturday's psychic development class. We had a really great psychic development class this past Saturday, and we're going to do it again this upcoming Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to talk about how to build a special language between you and the spirit world. We call it a codex, so you and the spirits can talk together in a much easier way. If you're interested in that, come and join our class. It's only $30. It's a 2-hour class on Saturday. We meet on Zoom. Hey, Mystical Traveler. Mystical Traveler says, I just got late notifications too. I don't know what's going on, you know. I don't know what is going on. So, anyways, I'm just glad you guys are here. And anyway, so where was I going? I forgot all what I was saying. So yeah, I'm tired today. This Saturday, we're going to have psychic development class. And if you want to register for that, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you can register there. Up at the top, there's a tab that says services. You click on that and you scroll down through, and you'll see and be able to read about the psychic development class about midway down the page. So do go check that out. We'd love to have you this Saturday. It's only $30. I keep the class limited to about 30 people. I don't try to go larger than that because part of that class is I get to work with you one-on-one, okay? So hold on just a second. I got to deal with something. Yes, yes, I did see that. Thank you, Baroness. Okay. So, yeah, you're excited. He's excited about Saturday class. Okay. Well, I am just glad you guys are here today. Welcome Welcome to our show. We're going to look at astrology. I'm not doing psychic readings today. I'm only doing astrological questions. So I'll take some astrology questions a little later. It's my day off. So even psychics have to have a break, okay? By the way, I got to show you something else that I just got. I thought you'd like to see it. Lamb Chop got scared earlier. He was terrified of this. Look what I got. Isn't that wonderful? I'm getting in my Halloween mode. I love Halloween. And I just bought this. This is a vintage postcard. And I just bought it and put it in frame. You ever buy postcards in frame? This is just a little postcard I framed. But it's from the early 1900s. It's a Halloween card. It's children with the dressed up on Halloween going down a boat with their jack-o'-lanterns. I just think it's a precious little picture. Anyways, when I put it out earlier today on the table, Lamb Chop song got scary, thought there was a ghost in the house. And I had to explain, there's no ghost, that's a picture. Well, I'm just glad you guys are here. Welcome to our show tonight. Lamb Chop, can you go over there and sit down so I can talk to you? Oh, okay. Yes. Forgot to say hello, Robin Boston. Hey, Lady Jane. There's Amy Radcliffe. Sandra O's here. Mystical Travelers here. Baroness is here. Our Baroness is Baroness Kolobob. She's our moderator. Shout out to her for her wonderful service tonight. She's here to kick out the trolls, okay, and to help. If you guys want to do any donations tonight, that's always appreciated. It's the end of the month. I've got to pay the bills, just like the rest of you. But if you have a few ka-chings you want to send my way, I always appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. Colin said it's a cool picture. Thank you. I love old vintage stuff. And I'm doing my temple room, and it's going to be like a studio/temple room. And so I'm trying to get stuff prepared for that. So in the next few weeks, we'll have some stuff. We're going to have a new filming location. All right. All right. Well, Lamb Chop, you want to go over there and sit down so I can talk to everybody? Okay. There you go. All right. Oh, what's that? Yeah. Okay. All right. He wants to drink some tea tonight. There you go. All right. You good? All right. Go over there and sit down. Yeah. Watch the sunset. Okay. And see if the moon's rising. Thank you. Good old Lamb Chop. Well, I'm just glad you're here. So we are going to spin around our zodiac wheel. I got to put food in Lamb Chop's bowl later tonight, or he'll be cross with Bobby Ray. What is going on in the stars, huh? You guys all excited? I'm so glad you're here. By the way, I forget to say this before we get going. You might want to get like a notebook and a pen and take down some notes, because I'm going to cover a lot of stuff tonight. And you're going to get your horoscope for the week. This is a great way. A lot of you have written to me and said, Psychic Bob, right now I can't afford a private reading. I still need some psychic help. And there's hundreds of you, well, thousands really, and just want to mean I can't do free readings for everybody. I have to live, so I have to run my business. But the astrology show is a great way to get a little psychic snapshot of your week, so you have some psychic help, and it doesn't cost anything. So just come hang out with us today. We're going to talk about what's going on in the stars. By the way, also another announcement I forgot. Every day I'm doing a morning video. It's down in the shorts it's called Astrology Today, or Today's Astrology Forecast. It's a little 60-second clip every morning. And so I did one earlier this morning about some of the major transits. But we have some more to talk about that I couldn't get into that video. But make sure to check my feed every day and see if you're getting notices about the morning video. Okay? I usually have it out before noon each day, in the early morning, before noon Eastern time. So that's a daily thing. 7 days a week, you get Psychic Bob. And then the evening, we do our evening show. So you get 2 times a day Psychic Bob. Okay? So don't say, Bob ain't trying to help, because I'm trying to help you. Okay. All right. So what do we got going on in the stars today? Well, today we've got our sun in the sign of Virgo. I love Virgo. And we're going to be in Virgo until September 22nd? Yeah, September 22nd. And, that brings in nurturing Mother Earth energy. I love Virgo. And our moon right now is in the sign of Libra. And thank God it just moved into Libra, because The last few days have been a little intense, I think, for everybody. Libra is a light air sign. That's going to freshen things up, bring a little more calm to your life, a little more peace, a little more openness, okay? Now, today we've got some wonderful transits. It's a really good day for psychic power, especially because we've got Neptune sextile Pluto. What's that mean? It's opening up psychic power, finding the depths and the mysteries. This is an occult power day. You've been wanting to delve into the occult mysteries. Get into reading books. Start exploring, because the power today is going to help you learn it and find out the mysteries. We also have Mercury trine Mars. Trine is a favorable aspect, which means that it's opening up inspired communications today. And we've got Mars sextile Jupiter, which means inspiration for success. So this is one of those days where you're going to start to just know things, go with the flow, go with your gut, explore the mysteries, go deep. If you do that, you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful time. You see, so it's so important that you go deep and explore the mysteries, because I think that, there is so much wonderful thing when you start to explore the mysteries of astrology, the mysteries of spiritualism, the mysteries of witchcraft. All right, so there you go. So those are the major transits today I want to talk about, and then we'll get into our horoscopes. By the way, y'all always say, "Psychic Bob, what are you wearing? What's Astrology Monday?" So look what I got on. This is my big Aquarius shirt. Isn't that cool? Now around here are all the glyphs of the zodiac wheel, and that says Aquarius. Aquarius sign is the water bearer. Okay, so there's Aquarius. And I'm wearing my little silver star pendant. I don't know if you can see that right there, my silver star, because I'm a member of the Order of the Silver Star, which is the Wiccan coven that Baroness Kolobobs and I run. So, yay, I'm in my star mode. I've been stargazing, looking at the charts, spinning around the wheel. Whew, I'm feeling it today. Are you feeling it today? I hope you're feeling it today. Well, let's jump in and see what's going on. All right, so we're going to look at all the signs. Now, I'm going to go around the zodiac wheel and cover all 12 zodiac signs, okay? And so listen up, because when you hear your sign, okay, if you're not sure what your sign is, I'm going to give the birth dates after every sign, and then you'll know what sign you are. Now, I get this every single week. Somebody writes me in a panic. Psychic Bob, my birthday is on March 21st. And the other astrologer said I was a Pisces. But according to your birth dates, I'm an Aries. What am I? What you are is you're called a cusp baby. A cusp means you're right born on the line when the sun was moving into the next sign. Now, year to year, it shifts back and forth. So it really would have to look at an ephemeris and see what the exact alignment was. But the truth is, that means you get a little bit of both signs in your life. So just listen to both horoscopes. You'll start to figure out which one seems to resonate with you more, and you can claim it as your sign. But if you want to be really technical, you might want to buy an astrology chart from me, and I can pinpoint it exactly for you. Okay. Anyways, I'm just glad you're here, and we're gonna jump right into it, shall we? Okay, you guys with me? Everybody with me? All right, give me some shout out. Whoo, all right, there we go. All right, so our first sign on our wheel today is Aries, and Aries is March 21st through April 19th. Right now, Aries, for you this week, learning to share is the key. Aries have a wonderful fiery nature, and they have a lot of leadership ability and take charge. But Aries, this week for you to have success, you've got to let others into your inner circle. You've got to let people come close and open up the energy of communication. Sharing this week is the key to your success. So don't try to go it alone. Try to incorporate others into your plans, into your world. And then you move forward in a great leap and bound for success this week. All right. So remember, sharing your life, your plans, your dreams with others is the key. Invite them in, be open-hearted, be open-minded, and you're going to rock it this week. All right. So Aries, your key word is share. Share the reality. All right. Who wants to share Psychic Bob's reality? Probably nobody, huh? That crazy psychic guy. All right. Next side on our wheel is Taurus, and that's April 20th through May 20th. Oops, hold on. I can't see my notes here. Hold on. All right, Taurus. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Yes, this week, Taurus, what you want to focus on are your long-term financial goals. This is a time for Taurus to kind of nail down those things that have been kind of floating in the air financially. You might say, oh, you know what? I really need to get that 401k retirement fund going. Oh, I need to check on my stocks to see if they're stable long term. Oh, I've been meaning to call that financial broker to see what I should do for investments. This week, Taurus, make it all about the money. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that's all you care about, but this week you can put focus on it, and that's going to carry you far. You're going to find that right now your mind is thinking a lot about security. Will I have funds when I'm older? What will happen to my children? Should I go? Are the bank accounts set up so that they can get to the money? Do I have a plan for my home, for my family to be secure if I have to leave the earth? This week, Taurus, and it's not to be morbid, it's just to take care of business. Think of it that way. We take care of business every day. We put the trash out, we pay the phone bill. Well, just think of the long-term financial goals that you have and really focus on that. Maybe you're a Taurus this week and you're saying, if I could only get that another job, it would be a better situation. Focus on that job this week and make it happen. Okay? So Taurus, your goal this week is to focus on long-term financial security. Your keyword, security, or long-term, or financial. How about all of them? All right, there you go, Taurus. All right. Our next sign on our wheel is Gemini, and that's May 21st through June 20th. Geminis, right now, you need to take control of your situation. Geminis, you are a friend to everybody. You're great communicators. But one of the traits that you're probably challenged with right now is that it's that work and life balance. Geminis want to go, 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 go. All right. But Gemini, I want you all Geminis to seriously slow down this week. Focus on your health. Are you happy? All right. Happiness is key. Are you physically balanced? Are you overstraining yourself? This week, Gemini, for you, it's about where is my balance? Am I in balance? Maybe you are. You might be one of these Gemini that says everything perfect. If you do, that's awesome. But again, even if you do, review where you are and say, does this balance work for me long term? All right. So right now it's about work and life and health. How do we balance so that we get the best and maximum experience while we're here? That's what you want to think about. Okay. So I think that if you can focus, you Geminis can focus on work-life balance, it'd be a great time. If you're a Gemini and you've been saying, I really need to get up and do yoga every day, or I need to go walking every day, or gee, I've been working meaning to, lower my cholesterol. That's also part of that balance. So think of physical things you can do to improve your life. Of course, as I always say, work with your doctor, Your doctor said, oh, you got to lower that blood pressure. Don't just put it off. I'll get around to it. Start now. You're right this week. There's power to get yourself in balance. So that's what you want to focus on. Work-life balance, and you're going to rock it. All right. There you go. That's Gemini. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Cancer, and that's June 21st through July 22nd. All right. And Cancer, this week, hold on, I can't see my notes. I was chicken scratching the mail today. Yes. Cancer, this week you have a very powerful and interesting role on the earth. You Cancers are going to find that you're being called to high levels of diplomacy. You're going to be finding that you become, in a sense, the moderator or the peacekeeper among people around you. If you're a Cancer and you're saying, oh my gosh, my family's starting to go crazy, they're all screaming and yelling. Well, Cancer, guess what? Just step in. A word from you carries a lot of power. You have the ability right now, Cancer, to literally bring peace to the earth. Maybe you're a Cancer and you're in a hostile work environment where the coworkers are backstabbing each other. You've been in environments like that. I hope you haven't, but I know I have. All right, step in, Cancer, and try to organize a kind of a meeting. Go to lunch with people. Bring the element of friendship into your day. You'd be surprised that many times people that have animosity towards each other, it's all from a misperception. They misunderstand each other, and then they're thinking the worst. You as a Cancer have an objectivity this week, that you can see what's going on. Step in and bring some balance. So use your diplomacy, use your peacekeeping, and bring joy, peace, and friendship to the world around you. And you will be doing a great, wonderful, and spiritual service to the whole world. All right. Lady Bree, Lady Bree says, I don't know if I want that response rate. LOL. People don't listen to me. Well, Lady Bree, I want you to test that this week because the planets are aligned to push you forward on that front. All right. So explore it. It's like I always say with astrology. Astrology always proves itself. So test it. Go out and find out if this is right. You might be amazed. You might go, whoa, I talked to my nieces and nephews who are fighting, and boom, they all straightened up and listened to me. You could break through, Lady Bree. All right, there you go. All right, next sign on our wheel is Leo, and that's July 23rd through August 22nd. This week, Leo, it's kind of a deep personal week to you. It's about rediscovering who you are. It's about, well, it's not just about you, it's also about your soulmates. If you're a Leo right now, you may be contemplating issues about relationships. This week, there's a lot of emphasis on understanding karmic connections, particularly in love. So if you're a Leo, and Leos tend to be gregarious outward people, you might find this week, Leo, that you're introspective, that you're feeling deep emotions. Go with that. Go within. Ask yourself, who is my soulmate? Now, a soulmate doesn't just have to be romantic. They could be your brother, sister, cousin, family member too, or a good friend. But some of you are going to be experiencing this issue about relationships. Who is your soulmate? You may dwell into the past lives. Do I have past life connections? What is that all about? This is a week for you Leos to go deep. Discover your soul journey. Discover your past lives. Discover your soulmates. Okay. Who is a soulmate? What is a soulmate? Do you even believe in soulmates? It's worth exploring, especially for you Leos. Power is aligned to take you deep. Take it and run with it. Whew, and be glorified. All right. Whew. Next sign on our wheel is Virgo. And Virgo is August 23rd through September 22nd. By the way, we are in the sign of Virgo. We just went in a few days ago last week. Happy birthday to our Virgo babies. You see? All right. Now, this week, Virgo, it's about challenging yourself. Virgos, you may have told yourself tales or lies. Even sometimes we lie to ourselves. Oh, I can't do that. I could never get a college degree. I might as well not even apply to the school. Oh, I couldn't qualify for that promotion. I'm not smart enough. Whatever. Whatever your limitations are, Virgo, I want you to revisit those this week. The planets are aligned that say grow beyond your limitations. This week you're being called, even almost pulled or pushed to challenge yourself. You Virgos, don't just sit by complacent saying, well, that success is for other people who are more special. I don't deserve love in my life. I'm just a failure. Nobody's going to love me. Oh, I could never get a promotion. I'm stuck in my same job forever. Don't you believe that? Because, as I say, the wheel of the zodiac is forever in motion and spinning. What's that mean? There's power available. In Wicca, we talk about drawing down the moon. We can draw down the power of the stars and the planets as well. And so you Virgos, and you draw that down, the alignments push you right now to breaking out of patterns and to moving forward. So don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be like, well, that's not for me. It is for you. Name it and claim it. All right. There you go, Virgo. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Libra. And our moon is in Libra. So for you Libras, this is your power day today, okay? Libra is September 23rd through October 22nd. Libras, this week for you, similar to the Virgos, you have a very similar alignment right now. It's really about self-discovery. Libras, you're going to feel this week that you're asking the deeper questions. Who am I? What is my life about? Why did I come to this earth? Does it have any meaning? Am I just a collection of molecules? Or do I have a soul that has goals and ambitions? This week, Libra, it's really about knowing yourself. Self-discovery. You may have heard for years, people may have said to you, Libras, oh, you have such a talent for art. You do the most beautiful etchings and drawings. And you, Libra, you say, oh, I don't have any talent. But why don't you explore what people are telling you? See if it's true. Maybe you discover that, wow, you really can do wonderful art. Or maybe you're a Libra and somebody says, you should apply for that job because you'd be perfect. And you say, oh, I don't think I have the skills for that. And then you go to the interview and they said, wow, your skills are a perfect match. Dare to challenge yourself, Libras. Look within. Find out who you are. What are your talents? What are your talents that maybe you've put on the shelf? Maybe when you were younger, when you were 12, you were a great soccer player. And now you're 19. And you're saying, I wonder if I could get back to playing soccer. And just say you go out on the soccer field. That day you go out, somebody from a major soccer team is watching and you get recruited. Self-discovery. Discover your talents. Explore them. Find out who you are. Move yourself forward with that. And that is the horoscope for Libra. That is your spiritual work this week. Know thyself. All right. You guys with me? Have I lost you? All right. Our next sign on our wheel is Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Scorpios, similar. You Virgos, Libras, and Scorpios all have similar alignments this week. And so I got to tell you, Scorpio, like the Libras, you got to go deep. This week, deep reflection. Scorpios may find that they're at a crossroads this week where they're having soul lessons. May not always be easy. Some of the lessons we learn are hard. Sometimes we have to say, you know what? I was wrong. I need to apologize. I need to make the peace. 5 years ago, when you had the fight with the family, you might have said, well, I'm right. I'm not budging. Maybe for 5 years, you stayed in silence and anger. Scorpios, this week, it's about letting go of that which binds you. Claiming your soul lessons as your lessons. Maybe you're a Scorpio who has struggled with addiction. And you woke up this week and said, you know what, I'm ready to move forward. And so maybe you're Scorpio and you go join Alcoholics Anonymous because your soul lesson is now to move beyond that which has bound you. Whatever it is, be open to it. You know, Scorpio, sometimes our soul lessons are fun. They're not always deep and sorrowful and ominous. Maybe your soul lesson is to learn to laugh at yourself. Maybe your soul lesson is to not take everything so seriously. Maybe your soul lesson is to say, you know what? I'm going to go out and just have fun and stop worrying about work. Okay? What are your soul lessons? If you explore that this week, Scorpio, you, similar to the Libras and Virgos, will be in your place of power and success. There you go. And you know, there's just so many similar alignments. So Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. Sag, similar to our other signs this week, you also are working on closure, resolution of past matters. Sagittarius, maybe you left things unresolved with a friendship. Maybe you had a friend in your life that left and you never made your peace. Go back and revisit that. Find out what happened. Try to bring closure. Maybe you're a Sagittarius and you had somebody die and you never really got to say goodbye. Why don't you psychically reach out to them? Make your peace this week. Tell them thank you for their influence in your life. Find a way to bring closure wherever there is open-endedness. This Sagittarius will give you a sense of the ability to move forward. Closure can be healing. It could be painful, but probably for most of you Sagittariuses, it will be healing. It will be release. So don't be floating, wondering. Find out, bring closure, and let your life move forward. And you're going to be blessed, Sagittarius. All right, there we go. Our next sign on our wheel is Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Capricorn, this week, your secret to success is aligning and forming partnerships. You're going to find that no matter what you're doing, other people will be involved. You're going to find that there are people who want to help you. Do not push them away. Let them come in. Let them bring words of wisdom. Let them bring whatever it is they want to bring. Accept it. The cosmos this week, Capricorn, is working through others. Capricorn has a bit of a stubborn nature. Now, a lot of you Cappies out there, I know you like to buck ahead, do it your own way. But this week, Capricorn, slow it down and ask the cosmos. Say, great mystical wheel of the zodiac, what are you spinning into my life? Who are you spinning? Help me to receive it. And if you're open to alignments with others, you'll find that not only do you get the help you need, but boy, you're going to be so thankful for it. It's going to make things a lot easier. All right? So be open to partnerships, alignments, receiving help from others. Don't push them away. Embrace them. And you will have a blessed week. So mote it be. Woo! Glorified. Whoops. I slept. All right. Next sign on our wheel is Aquarius. Aquarius. Sometimes I spontaneously break into song. It's Monday. I'm tired. I'm a little loopy. All right, Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. Well, you know, every week, now don't be jealous of the Aquariuses here tonight, but every week, at least one sign gets the money. All right, show me the money, honey. Aquarius, this is your money week. You are flash with the cash. Everything is aligned to bring material blessings to you. Money is your power this week, Aquarius. Material blessings are yours. Remember to keep in your heart thankfulness and thank the powers that be, the cosmos, the gods, the God, whoever you honor. This week, Aquarius, is all about the money. Make them show you the money. Say, show me the money, honey, and you'll get it. So if any of y'all are poor out there, go hang out with an Aquarius. They'll probably be generous and give you money this week. If they get it, they will. Aquarius, it's all about material blessings. But it's not just money. It could be something that you need. Maybe you're an Aquarius and your car is really starting to go and you just right now say, I don't even have the money to buy a car. Maybe the universe will spin to have somebody just give you a car. Or maybe they'll set up a financing at a dealership with no money down and you don't have to pay your first payment for 6 months. It happens. So whatever it is that you need, Aquarius, the universe is conspiring to bring you material blessings now. So you're going to be flash with the cash just to be thankful. And remember to say thank you. LOL. Oh, Baron is just right. LOL, Mr. Fat Wallet. Yeah, you're going to be fat wallets. All you Aquarius is, the wallet's getting thick. I don't know about y'all, but usually my wallet's like flat, like that. But this week it might be thick. I got a thick wallet. All right. So this week, Aquarius, draw to yourself all that you need. This is a great time for Aquariuses to simply invoke the heavens. People say to me sometimes, you can't pray for money. That's not appropriate. God wouldn't like that. Listen, those in heaven, in the spirit world, know that when we come down here, it's a crazy, chaotic world. And we're here for a material experience. Believe it or not, we've taken on these bodies. These bodies need food and clothing, shelter. We have to have money. It's how the world runs. So it's nothing wrong with praying for money. So you Aquariuses, you pray for money this week. And don't just pray for you. Because the power is flowing, pray for others who need money. Maybe you've got a relative. They may not be an Aquarius, but they need money. Pray for them. Try to be a light. Let the material blessing flow and multiply. And you're going to rock it. Be in the light, Aquarius, and let the blessings flow and be flash with the cash. All right. Woo! All right. Next sign on our wheel is Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. All right, Pisces. Now, I love Pisces, but sometimes Pisces can get a little up in the clouds. We know what that's about. Aquariuses have this problem too. We get all dreamy thinking about things and we forget the material world. All right. Pisces, this week it's about being grounded. It's about being in the here and now. Here's Hamster Damsel says, woo-hoo, me. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying. All right. Pisces, this week it's about being present. It's about focusing on the here and now, and particularly in the area of friendships. Pisces tend to be very loving people, and they're very kind people. This week, Pisces, take that trait that you have, okay, and share it. Be a friend. People say, I wish I had friends in my life. And I say to them, if you want to have a friend, you have to be a friend. Don't wait for people to come be your friend. Go out and find somebody who's struggling and just start helping them. Maybe you have a neighbor down the street, and it might be the mean person. We all, I think, grew up in neighborhoods where there was the one person on the street who was mean, old man or old lady. It might not even been old, but they just yelled at everybody, get off my lawn when you're just a kid. And they'd scream at everybody and slam their door, and nobody liked them. I'm challenging you, Pisces. Oh, you got your homework cut out for you. I'm challenging you this week. Go visit that meanie in your neighborhood that nobody likes. Be a friend. Focus on friendship. Reach out and love. I have to tell you a story. A few years ago, I had a lady call my office. She was an atheist and she hated psychics. She saw me on, was it TV or YouTube? I can't remember if it was television or YouTube. I think it was YouTube. And she called me and she said, well, I just want to call you, PsychicBob, and tell you I think you suck. I hate you. I think you're the worst person on earth. I can't believe they let people like you on television. My God, what's the world come to? I hate you. I hate you. She starts screaming, I hate you. You suck. And just going on. And then she slams the phone down. That was the message I got. And I thought, oh my heavens, what did I ever do? I didn't even know who this person, what did I ever do? Usually I just ignore hate mail and phone calls like that. But the Spirit told me, I always listen to the Spirit. The Spirit told me that day, said, call this lady. She must hear from you. I thought she was pretty vile. I don't know if I should call her. So I picked up the phone. I got on the phone just like this. And I said, hello, I'm trying to reach Letitia or whatever her name was. I think it was Lawanda. And she said, this is Lawanda. And I said, hi, this is Psychic Bob. And she says, what? You're calling me? I said, yeah, Psychic Bob's calling me. And she just started sobbing, crying hysterically. And she said, I am so sorry. I don't know why I left that message for you. I'm so angry at my life. And I started talking to her. Basically, I ended up giving her a kind of an impromptu little mini reading. And she said, you really understand my suffering? I said, yes. I said, you're suffering. I can feel it. She was crying, and she said, I never talked to a psychic. I thought y'all were all fake. And I brought a message over from her dad who had died. I said, I've got your father here talking to me. And she said, you don't even know me. How do you know my dad just died? I said, well, Spirit's telling me. And I brought a message to her. And she said, oh, my God. And it was totally accurate. She said, everything he said was accurate. And she said, how do you do this? I said, it really is. I am who I claim to be. I work with spirits. I work with the higher power. And she ended up saying she's going to be my greatest fan. She started watching my channel. And I think she's still with me after like close to 15 years now. So you see, things happen. And so I'm talking to Pisces, but really this is for everybody. We want to reach out and be friends this week. So try to break down the barriers, Pisces. Use that power and you're going to change the world. So there you go. You got your homework cut out for you, Pisces. I'm giving you the hardest assignment of all this week. You got to go visit the mean person in your neighborhood. Think you're up to it? All right, there you go. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe we spun around our big zodiac wheel? Wasn't that fun? Huh? Did you guys like that? Well, listen. Do you guys want to ask any astrology questions tonight? You don't have to, but you're welcome to. I'm not answering psychic questions, but I'll answer astrology questions. By the way, just so I don't forget, tomorrow be here at 12 o'clock noon because we will be doing psychic questions. We're going to have messages from the spirit world tomorrow. 12 o'clock noon Eastern here at my channel. Amy Radcliffe says, Bob, I know so many people in my life that are cusp babies. These are people that mean the world to me. What does it mean to be attracted to cusp babies? Multiple personalities? No, they're not multiple personalities. Actually, the truth is everybody actually lands directly in or one of the other signs. And that's why when you have an astrology chart, you can break it down. This is why, depending on how astrologers set up their readings, year to year, the dates shift by a day. They go back and forth depending on how the alignment wobbles, basically. So we really have to get down to the actual date and the time and the year for each person. So nobody's really both. They're actually one or the other. But because they're so close to the line, they will exhibit traits of both. Being attracted to cusp babies means not so much that you like split personalities. In fact, most cusp babies I find really exhibit pretty much one trait or the other. Occasionally there's a little drift through. But like, for example, in my mother's life, my mother was a Sagittarius, so she claimed to be a Sagittarius all her life. She was born on November 22nd. But the truth is, in the year she was born, Sagittarius didn't start till the 23rd. But because the standard list of the dates always starts on 22nd, she thought she was a Sag. Now, between you and I, my mother loved being a Sagittarius. She wore Sagittarius jewelry and had little things of Sagittarius. But honestly, I always felt she was a Scorpio. In my heart, I just never felt she's a Sag. She exhibited more Scorpio traits. And guess what? When I actually did her astrology, she was a Scorpio. I didn't have the heart to tell her because she was so sad. And I kind of hinted, I said, well, Mom, you're on the cusp. You could be Scorpio, just testing the waters. Oh, I'm not a Scorpio. No, I am definitely Sagittarius. And she was so invested in being Sag, I didn't have the heart to ever tell her. So I let her. She was a Sag, By most of the world's readings, she would be a Sag. But she technically was a Scorpio. And I was right. So being attracted to cusp means that you're drawn to people who, I think it just means that you're drawn to people who are kind of living on the edge. And I think on a soul level, it means it's like you're right on stepping over the line into a new reality. I always think when you're born on the cusp, what does that say? What it says is that you like to push boundaries. You like to explore the unknown. Most people are firmly planted in their sign and feel comfortable. But if you're on the edge, maybe it says you quest for more. Just my insight. Maybe that helps you. Robin Boston says, I will seek out the mean person. All right, Robin. There you go. Oh, Colleen, God bless you. Colleen Croy just wrote. Oh, I just lost your question. Colleen Croy said something sweet and I just lost it. All right. Well, anyways, I lost it. Colleen, I know you said something and I just started to see it and then it disappeared. So I think I lost it. But thank you for whatever you said. I'm just sorry I can't find it now. Everything's disappearing on me here. you know. Let's play some games. Says, what's your thoughts on tulpas? Tonight, that I'm not doing psychic questions. That's more of a question for tomorrow. All right, tonight is strictly astrology. But come back tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon. All right. All right, here Amsterdam has a question. Psychic Bob, I recall Pisces start date as being on February 20th a few years ago. Can those things change? Yes. Every year, the dates will flip back and forth. Like, so this year, maybe Pisces starts on the 19th, and next year it starts on the 20th. For astrologers that are super meticulous, they will adjust their charts every year. But most of us, honestly, what we do is we go with one date or the other. Like for me, it's always the 19th. But technically next year it could be the 20th. And if I were a perfect astrologer, I would adjust my chart to start on the 20th. But I find that it gets confusing. So most astrologers just stay with one set of dates and go with that. But yes, it can change and it will change year to year. One day forward, one day back, one day forward, one day back. Okay. So yes, they do change. So depending on the year, it probably was the 20th. And then depending on the another year, it would be the 19th. So yes, I hope that answers that. All right. Star Lightworker says astro dates are sometimes different in India too. That confuses me. In India, they use the Vedic system, and the Vedic system is slightly different, very similar, but sometimes the dates are changing. You have to remember they're in a different hemisphere. They're in the southern hemisphere below the equator. So the alignments there are a little different, and the way they calculate things are just a little different. People ask me, is the Vedic astrology valid and real? Absolutely. Some of the best astrology advice I've gotten in my own life has come from Vedic astrologers. So yes, I do believe in the Vedic system of India, but it is slightly different. But I say study all of them and learn what works for you. I use what's called the tropical zodiac, which is the predominant theme in the West, the Placidus system, the tropical zodiac. All right, but in India they use the Vedic system, which is slightly different, just very minor differences. Okay. Lady Bree says, I seem to be drawn to Tauruses and Scorpios. Lady Bree, I'm drawing a blank what your sign is. I know you told me once and I can't remember. But Tauruses are earth signs and Scorpios are water signs. So you probably have a sign that is nurtured by those in some way, or there's stuff in your chart. I'd have to go look at your astrology chart to figure out where that comes from. But yeah, you can be drawn to different things. By the way, I should also clarify, because that's a good point. There are signs that you will probably be more compatible with and some that you're less compatible with. But again, I would say don't discriminate against somebody because of their birth sign. So let's say, for example, they say that Aquarius and Taurus don't make a good mix, right? Because Aquarius is air and Taurus is earth. And they say sometimes that creates a clash. But if you look at the individual astrology charts, there might be a lot of Taurus in an Aquarius chart or a lot of Aquarius, and it can balance that out. So don't just only like say, well, I won't date somebody because they're a different sign. You have to really see the whole person in the chart to really know if it's going to work or not. So that's interesting. Fascinating stuff. Christine says, he says, I'm a Scorpio dating a Taurus. That'll actually work because you're a water sign and Taurus is an earth sign, and water and earth are comfortable together because the earth holds water, right? They're compatible. So those signs will work. Mm-hmm. Lady Bree says, funny thing is that I don't have any Taurus or Scorpio in my chart. Well, I have to, I'm just drawing a blank what your sign is, Lady Bree. I know I have it somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me now. Oh, Baroness wrote something. She says, I'm drawn to my Aqua. He's the most beautiful soul I ever met, and I love you very much, my dear. Thank you, Baroness. Now, this is a good example. Baroness Colabobs is a Capricorn, an earth sign. I'm an Aquarius, air sign. Generally, those signs don't mix. But when you look at each of our charts, we have other planets that align, that show past life karma and connections and balance the energy. So that's an example. Even though our signs on the surface don't connect, when you get deeper in the chart, there's a lot that changes that. So yes, you don't have to be necessarily prejudiced by that. Amsterdam says, I should have discriminated against my husband. He was a Virgo. Well, Amsterdam said, what is yours? Are you a Pisces? If he's a Virgo, generally that's a good mix. But again, there's so many factors in the chart. Mystical Traveler says, my first was a Scorpio. Yeah, it's so interesting to look at charts. In India, they're really excellent at doing comparison charts of a husband and wife where they get married. And they can look and see where the clashes will be. And they're always very accurate, I find. I think the Indian astrologers are perfect at marriage. They really, because in India, they do a lot of arranged marriages. And so a lot of times a guy's marrying a girl, he doesn't really know her that well. He says, oh, she seems nice enough. But the astrologer gets down to and gets it sorted, and you know if it's going to work. And you know what? The accuracy rate of the Vedic astrologers is pretty impressive. Hey, Starry, you know all about the Indian astrologers. Would you agree with me that they do really good jobs on marriage charts? Mm-hmm. Amy Radcliffe says, I'm attracted to fire signs. I'm a Virgo. Now, Virgo is an earth sign. And generally, earth and fire don't mix because earth cancels out fire. But, there's that saying, opposites attract. So that might be one of those cases. Plus, as a Virgo, Amy, you want to be mother, nurture, and protector. And I bet you're drawn to the bad boys who are fire signs. Some of those bad boys are fire signs. And as a Virgo, you probably want to tame them. Tame the flame, as they say. That's what's drawing. You want to tame the flame. I bet you so. Amy, do you want to tame the flame? Tell Psychic Bob. Starlight Worker says, oh, Lord, they did the chart for me and my ex-husband, LOL. I bet it was interesting. Amsterdam has a good question. It says, what do you say about the Chinese signs, like the year of the bull? I probably have to do a whole thing on that. The Chinese astrology is very fascinating, and I'm a believer in it as well. Um, you know, it's a little different. They have 12 signs, but it goes by the birth year rather than the month and the date. But that being said, it's very fascinating. And they incorporate a lot of the feng shui into it. Like you're born under a sign, but also an element. So you might be a fire sheep or an earth sheep or a water lamb or a, air monkey. And so it's pretty fascinating. That would be a whole discussion, which I can't get into tonight. But I do believe in it. I find it a good system. And we'll have to do a whole show on that. Star Lightworker says, yep, they did actually. So she's talking about her marriage charts with astrology in India. I didn't believe it, but it was right. There you go. Christine C just said something. She says, throw a water sign on that fire sign and make some steam. Woo, girl. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to be laughing tonight. Lady Bree says, astrology love matching sounds fascinating. It is. There are people who specialize in that. Mm-hmm. Amy Radcliffe says, I want to play in the flame, Bob. All right, play in the fire. She wants to tame the flame. Tame the flame. Oh my gosh. You guys are great. Listen, guys, it is getting late here. We're almost at our hour, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. But I want to say thank you for being here. It's my day off. It's time for me to have some dinner and Netflix and chill with Baroness. Just hang out tonight. So I want to thank you for being here today. There's Christine C. says, in Chinese astrology, I'm a rooster, which fits because I raised poultry and won a lot of grand champions. I love that. That's brilliant. There you are. You guys are great. Well, I am so glad you guys are here. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being part of it. I hope you've enjoyed your astrology tonight. I had fun doing it. So remember what I always say. Now remember, if you're at a time of struggle in your life, don't give in to despair. Chill out, just calm down, take a deep breath, pause, and look to the stars. Because the wheel of the zodiac is forever spinning. It's always in motion. What that means is that each day brings new alignments, new power, and new hope. So keep a little faith, a little hope, a little love in your hearts, and let the stars guide you on your journey, and you're sure to be blessed. And don't forget, Psychic Bob is now doing a daily astrology video every morning before noon Eastern time. I'm putting out on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. You can find me at all of them. I just put it on one and pass it all. So whichever platform you're comfortable with. But here at YouTube, we will have it if you like to do YouTube. And it's down in the shorts. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom of my page. I don't know how to get it up to the top. I'd like to move it if I can, but look at shorts. That's where it is. We have astrology forecast every day. It's only 60 seconds. So you don't have to spend 6 hours listening to astrology. I give a quick snapshot of what you need to know for the day in 60 seconds. You can't lose. So thank you to all of you who've been coming out to see that, Thank you, Robin. Robin Boston says, thank you, Bob. Great astrology night. Thank you. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys rock. Shout out to Baroness Colbobs for her wonderful help in our chat tonight. Thank you, Baroness, for being here. You guys rock. And listen, Keep it here at Spirit Channel. Make sure if you're new here, hit subscribe, follow us. I put out stuff 7 days a week. Psychic Bob works for you 7 days a week. I never take a day off. Well, once in a while I'll take a day off, but very rarely. Very rarely. So you get some every day to look forward to. Listen, guys, thank you. Be here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, messages from the spirit world. We're going to open the door and see what spirit guides come through and what information from the other side. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you for being here. It was a lot of fun. Blessings to all of you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Blessed be. Good night.